Welcome to my second video on my snake game, as well as an update on my tile game. There's numerous changes in my snake game, and the gameplay itself has changed. So I'll start that up. First thing you'll notice is that there's a menu system with start, tutorial, multiplayer, and exit, and there's a snake in the background of the screen um, that I'm not controlling. That's an AI that's just going and getting the apple, but it's not growing. It's just for effect. I select using the blue light. This has no functionality in the UI other than to select. Just looks a lot cooler. So I will start the tutorial for you guys. So this is just basically it's a beginner tutorial on all the things you can do in the game. It'll tell me I can move with the, what's new, you can move with the left analog stick quite effectively actually. And it tells me I can go through walls, which isn't new. And I have to get this light. Okay. So it tells me that there's a blue light. One of the main differences in this update is that the blue light no longer generates a path to the green light. It actually has a separate functionality all on its own. So instead it increases the size of your light about 5 spaces. It also does something else that I'll be detailing later. Now it's going to give me 3 different ways to escape the red light. First it'll show me what will happen if I do not destroy it. Okay. Now this is the classic way of defeating the firefly, just trapping it. Probably the most effective way, but since the firefly is going to spawn at all times during the game, even when you're not long enough to contain it, there's needs to be other ways to destroy it. The one you'd used most in the beginning of the game is the second functionality of the blue light. If the firefly is spawning, it's going to actually slow down time like that, but it'll drastically decrease your light as well, so you got to be careful. Then it'll tell me that you can also, if you're really good, you can escape without doing anything, with just running away and not using any power up or containing it. This takes some practice, but alright, let's do this again. Alright, that's what you're supposed to do. You just keep going through the walls, and since it can't go through the walls, it won't have enough time to get to you. You can do that, or you can actually fake it out, which is a lot harder to do, but it's okay too. Alright, so now I'm back at the start screen because I've completed the tutorial. I'll show you guys just a regular game, what's going to happen. You'll notice the menu just disappears, and wherever the snake was, wherever the green apple was, just stays where it was on the menu. It's a lot smoother this way. There's no lobby or anything. You just go directly into the game. The UI is essentially part of the game. It overlaps. So you notice I've collected a blue light, and I'll collect another one. So I can increase my light, like I just did, and I can also slow down time. Now you'll notice in this game there's no score. I decided to keep the score out of the game, which is not conventional at all, and just show you the score at the end, which I'll probably end up improving how it looks and everything, and add up like a leaderboard when I'm finalizing the game. But for now, it'll just show you your basic score at the end based on how many power-ups you used and how you escape the red light and other stuff like that. The score actually, like I used to have the score. Here, I'm gonna fake it. Oh crap, it got me. Here, the score will come up. Game over 23 is my score. I didn't get very far. I actually had the score on the screen a while back, but it just didn't. It took away from the whole darkness aspect, the whole light. It just didn't look right. It was out of place. Um, so I got rid of it. Um, but I kind of like it without the score. Same with multiplayer. There is no score in multiplayer. It's basically just survival. It works really well with survival because in this game you can run out of light really fast, and in multiplayer, your opponents can actually like cut you off. They can go through um, your apple, and then you won't be able to collect it. And by not being able to collect it for a period of time, depending on how long they are, uh, you could actually end up losing the game that way. So you'll notice when you first start the game, um, I gotta get rid of the green apple. I don't know why that's there. But when you first start the game, there's only one player. For the purpose of this exercise, when I press spacebar, it's going to spawn the other two players. But on the 360, it'll be when the other controllers press start. For now, I'll just press spacebar. One of the major features that I've changed, this took me a long while, is the color. You'll notice it goes from blue to purple to red on the left side of the screen right now. And if the blue is colliding with the green, it'll go almost cyan. And then if the green is colliding with the red, it'll go yellow. And if they're all colliding together, it'll go somewhat orangish yellow. It just looks really cool. Watch. So you get the whole like color wheel effect. This won't last long though, because they'll run out of light. And I still have a lot of things to change with this. But what I'm talking about, like with cutting people off, if I'm going like this, I can see I can cut off the green, which somehow ends the red. Oh no, the red ran out of light. So then I died. But so multiplayer can actually get really fun and competitive when you have more people. This is also the start screen. I got another menu in here. So that is the updates on my Snake game. There's one other update I'm going to show you. I can actually change the size of the screen now, and it doesn't need to be full screen without changing the gameplay. I still have to work on the screen aspect ratio, but right now it'll at least change the size of the tiles vertically so they're not different. So then there's not a different count. And you'll notice all the text gets smaller and stuff like that, and the blue light corresponds differently in the selection screen. But it plays the same, basically. So, it's my Snake game. For the next update, I'm going to show you a lot of improvements on the Snake game. Probably I'll get some friends over, do some multiplayer, show you how that runs, and I'll probably record this next when it's on the actual 360, which might take a while, considering I don't have any way of getting it on there. And you can go to my website. It's on my YouTube page as my website, faso784.wordpress.com, or you can contact me by email, faso784@aol.com. Thanks for watching.